Hello, my beautiful Scorpio friends. Welcome to your general reading here on Daily Divine Guidance. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. My friends, I ask that you please read the description box for the disclaimer below, as well as the prayer that I used to say during the reading, but now I say before each reading to make sure that we can save a little bit of time, okay? So, general reading, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is a projection of energies over the next 4 weeks. However, you may see some reminders from the past. Okay, let's see what the universe has to say for you. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. Oh, how pretty is that? Stream of love supporting your dreams, Scorpio. All right, let's start your reading here. Get 4 cards for Scorpio. 4 cards for Scorpio, please. 3 more cards for Scorpio. Woo! Okay. Get one more card for, okay. One more card for Scorpio. There it is. All right. Okay, Scorpio, you've got a lot of big energy here with 2 major royal card and then the 8 of, so you have the 8 of Wands, Justice, which is Libra's card, the Devil, which is Capricorn's card. We are in Capricorn season right now. And then you have the Queen of Cups, which is your energy, water energy. Scorpio, that 8 of Wands reversed, we're talking about some delays here. There's some frustration, some delays. There's things, I feel like you feel things are not quite going your way. There's some resistance here, right? Because the 8 of Swords is kind of like that, or excuse me, the 8 of Wands is kind of that fast-paced change. Or reversed, it's a little bit delayed. So I feel like maybe what we're talking about here is that the year hasn't started quite off the way you intended it to. We all set those high expectations for ourselves at the beginning of the year. My Scorpio friends, don't worry. Things look really good for you. I think that this is just... there's been some sort of, like, I feel like minor setback, and I feel like there's some, I almost feel like for some of you, right, because not all of you are going to resonate with every type of scenario I lay out. I feel like some of you, your head and your heart are not in the same place. It's almost like you're in a situation where your head's telling you one thing and your heart's telling you another. Some sort of misalignment internally that is, it has you feeling a little stuck, a little delayed. But you have Justice here, and Justice is all about, of course, the word justice, right? Receiving justice, but it's also about balance, okay? Cause and effect, law, but really, really what I'm seeing here is balance. So I really feel that you are going to be receiving some sort of justification in this situation. There's going to be something that comes in here very quickly that's justifying how you feel or what you think so that you can align your head and heart. That makes sense, Scorpio? Not quite sure what that's going to look like because every situation is different, but it's going to bring that balance and that alignment in here for you. But you have this followed by the Devil, okay? And the Devil card is about the shadow self and attachments and addictions and bondage. And it can even be about things like sexuality. It's the darkness, the dark side of ourselves. We all have it. We're all dark in some way, shape, or form. Yin and yang, right? I feel like this has to do with something more on a relationship level. I feel like maybe some of you are dealing with some sort of infidelity or, you know, insecurity in the relationship, rightfully so. Okay, sorry about that. Because there is something going on here where you are going to receive justice. But with the devil coming in after that, it's like telling us, it's telling you, Scorpio, are you going to follow the light or head toward the dark? It's kind of like, are you going to stay in this situation or are you going to make things better for you? Or vice versa. If the situation is good, you know, but you're trying to make it bad, are you going to keep trying to make it bad or are you going to just go with the flow of it being good? Do you understand what I mean here? There's this, I feel like, almost draw and pull for you right now, Scorpio, toward the darkness with this situation. And that is not, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying that as a reminder to you to not let that be that overcoming feeling and desire to just be dark and depressed. It's very easy for us to do as human beings when there's something that just feels not right. But when that justice comes in, that's where you get to say, okay, am I going to walk in the path of love and light for myself? Or am I going to continue, or am I going to walk in the path of darkness and sadness and depression, you know, the negative? I feel, though, that you, especially with the Queen of Cups here, and especially that being your energy, I really do feel like you're going to snap out of it pretty quick. I don't see many of you really going past where she is going into the forest, okay? So this is the Devil card. You can see that she's like dropped, I mean, it's hard to tell, but she's dropped a necklace, a scarf. She has dropped a bouquet of flowers. She's left her home. She's put on a dark cloak. She's walking into a dark forest. What I'm seeing here, Scorpio, is that you get about this far and you go, no, you know what? I don't like being in the darkness. I don't like being in that depressed forest. I'm going to turn around, pick up my shit, deal with it, and go back to my home because that's where I truly want to be. The Queen of Cups is very compassionate. She's very, very compassionate, and she's incredibly intuitive. So I feel that you, when these feelings start to arise for you, Scorpio, and you start to recognize that this isn't healthy, this is not the life that you want, this is not the life that you want to lead, and it's not the feelings that you want to have, that you're intuitively and instinctively going to turn that around. Because this is something I feel that you've been working on for a while, okay? You are learning compassion, not just for others, but really, really for yourself. And that's what's going to help you turn around and walk away from that darkness. This card is also about emotional stability and being in flow. So it's like you receive the Justice card. You may receive the Justice card right as you're about to enter into the shadow self, right? But you pull yourself out of it really quickly is what I'm seeing here, okay? And you become aligned, in tune, head and heart aligned. The decision you make on whatever this situation is, it's going to be aligned. You're going to feel I feel like a sense of relief. Like you're going to be like, okay, what my heart is saying is the same thing as what my head is saying, and together it just makes sense. Let's get 4 more cards for Scorpio, please. 4 more cards for Scorpio. Wow, okay. Okay, Scorpio. So we'll move these to the side because 4 cards actually fell onto the floor. You know, I almost feel like those 4 cards have nothing to do with this. Not because of the cards that they are, but just because it was so many that fell out. So we'll go with those 2, and then let's give a quick shuffle and get just 2 more cards for you. Okay. If we could please just get 2 cards for Scorpio, 2 more cards, 1 more card for Scorpio, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Look at this. We have the Hermit right under the Devil there. You intuitively know what needs to be done here, my friends. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Six of Cups reversed. So let's talk about this. This is starting to feel even more like a self, like you're really taking a new approach to the relationship you have with yourself. Now, for some of you, the Ace of Cups is going to mean a new relationship, but because we're doing the love readings in just a few days, I really do see this as more of a, like, your connection with self and how you're treating yourself, Scorpio. Like, you're really starting to learn that love and compassion and kindness and even things like creative outlets are very, very important for you. Creative outlets can be anything, you know, something that makes you feel good and is creative at the same time. I do feel like this is, again, kind of what that delay is, because this is coming in under the delay and under justice. So maybe there's been some outside noise that's like, I need your attention more than you need your attention. Maybe there's some situations or people that are saying either, you know, literally or not, we need you more than you need you. And you're like, ooh, no, I need me more than you need me. Like, I need to be me so that I can help you, so that my cup overfloweth and I can share that love with you, right? This is something, again, I feel like you've been working on for a while, especially with the the Knight of Pentacles here and the Hermit. This is not something that happens overnight, and you have either become aware of it or you are becoming aware of it. That Knight of Pentacles it's a forward-moving energy, but it's very methodical. It's very strategic. It's very hard-working energy, but it is a slower-moving energy here, okay? Please forgive me, I'm doing laundry at the same time, but that doesn't matter. It's a slower-moving energy, so it is one that's like, I'm going to get the job done. I'm not just going to get it done, I'm going to get it done really well, because, you know, I don't know if you've heard me talk about this. This is my knight who takes her job so seriously of moving that pentacle from point A to point B that she's cradling it like a baby. She wants to get that pentacle back to, or over to point B in as good as, if not better condition than when she was tasked to take it from point A, okay? So she's going to be very cautious here. It's a slower moving energy. It's an energy, it's slow moving, and it's something that you're doing internally, Scorpio, okay? Because the Hermit is all about introspection, right? Going within, looking within yourself, soul searching, really kind of digging deep, figuring out, you know, what your inner guidance is really telling you, not the outside influences or the inner critic, but your actual guides, what your inner guidance is telling you. It's finding all of that and figuring it out. It's really connecting with your own light, okay? And this is taking a bit of time. Now, it's taking time, and that reflects into the Six of Cups reversed, okay? And what this is telling us is that I feel like for Scorpio, for a lot of you, there's one thing that you haven't been able to touch on yet, okay? There's one thing you're still searching, right? You're heading right for this. And what it is forgiving. It's forgiving yourself. It's not living in the past anymore. It's forward movement, right? Because the Six of Cups is about forgiveness and lacking playfulness and living in the past. You know, I call this card my balance between the inner child and the adult self, or the present self. But when it's reversed, it's complete opposite. It's like, it's almost like some of you may be avoiding digging into the past. Some of you may be avoiding that healing, okay? But in order to reverse this Eight of Wands and get that forward movement, make this night, turn this night into a faster moving energy, you know, come out of yourself and come back into a place that where you are compassionate and you are experiencing this new love of self, new love of life. You have this balance, you have justice, you're forgiving. You have to really look at the past and get out of it, okay? I want to get a clarifier really quickly for that Six of Cups, just to see what else we can get from it. Let's get a clarifier for the Six of Cups, please. Just one. Just one. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Six of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Cups. Six of Cups reversed is clarified by the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is about contentment and satisfaction. I feel like a lot of you are really, really dissatisfied, really, really living in the past, or there's something from the past that you just can't touch, or you're unwilling to look at, or you just don't want to deal with it. But that's what's going to be, that's the one thing, my Scorpio friends, that's going to bring you satisfaction. It's going to really bring you into this place of love for yourself and for all of life. My Scorpio friends, I know it is tough to look at the things that have happened to us, that have hurt us, that have shaped us in traumatic ways, but those things are not serving your highest good. They're not serving and fulfilling your dreams. They're holding you back. They're delaying you right here. And this is not what you want or deserve in this new energetic place in your life, okay? So it's time to really think about not just going within and looking at, you know, some of the surface stuff, but really taking a look at some of the harder, more possibly painful things from the past. And it's going to be okay, because you are going to come out satisfied. You are going to come out with so much love for yourself, from the divine, for others, for life. You are going to have justice here. You are going to make sure that when you start to head into the darkness, you know how to pull yourself out of it, right? You are going to have so much compassion. You're going to rely on your intuition. You're going to be able to speak and hear clearly what the divine, what your higher self is telling you. My Scorpio friends, I hope that this message resonated well with you. If it did, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps us get the message out to more of our Scorpio friends. I will be back in just a few days with your love reading, so stay tuned for that. Until then, thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.